This is the type of game the fans really get up for. So do we, and the players as well.
Yeah, we all can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar, and it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position, filling out the middle.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And then Morant with the dunk.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Now here's Paul. On the wing, Durant. Driving inside. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And it's Morant missing. Morant against Paul. Ayton, a screen on Morant. And the layup falls.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. This team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And now the Grizzlies on the run. And it's Morant missing. The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Durant. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now, that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
They grab their own miss.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Here's Durant. After the basket by Memphis. He drops it from range. Durant's got 6 points.
Just unbelievable range. Kevin Durant exploiting the perimeter weakness in the defense that time.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Nice shot by Okogie.
And KD keeping his head up that time, becoming a playmaker.
Morant against Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Puts it up from 12. And Durant with the block.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
The Suns leading. Outside Paul. The kick to Durant. Oh, stolen by Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. No good there. The Suns go the other way with it. Ayton passes to Durant. Ayton with a screen. Durant finds Ayton. Back to Durant. Pass to Okogie. Fires for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. 1:06 left now in the first quarter. Morant, the pass to Bane. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Ayton with it. He's picked up by Adams. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now here's Booker. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Durant. Here's Okogie. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Jackson outside. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Paul with a steal. Going inside. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Back to Brooks. Fires from deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
So on the floor from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Booker with it. Checked by Brooks. Booker against Brooks. Pass to Bazley. Now here's Booker. Guarded closely. Bazley misses. Memphis trailing here. And they're on the break. Back to Brooks. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open. I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, going in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Shoots over Ayton. Morant, no good. The Suns shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Out to the right wing. Here's Bazley. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Bazley's got his first basket.
And Bazley's got good size at 6'8", so down on the interior with that length, tough to stop.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Outside Booker. Pass to Okogie. Ayton, a screen on Brooks. Now here's Ross. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ayton's got space. That one's good from the corner.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Morant against Ross. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Lets it go. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Phoenix making some changes. Biyombo comes in for Ayton, and it's Lee in for Okogie. Outside Booker, pass to Ross. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
The free throw drops for Morant. And Morant drops them both. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Booker, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To the paint. Here's Baisley. He can't get it to go. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
2 minutes
Outside Bain. Beyond the arc.
2 minutes.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Phoenix making some changes. Warren's checked in for Booker. And it's Paul in for Ross. The Suns have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Paul against Morant. And Paul gets it to go. Paul's got his second basket on the night.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Adams finds Morant. Double team on Adams. Outside for Morant. And T.J. Warren is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Baisley.
Now into the lineup for your Suns.
A minute and a half left in the first half. From deep, Bain. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's Jackson. Warren with the rebound. Durant against Bain from outside the arc. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got 11 points.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Morant, the pass to Bain. All alone. And that one hits the back iron.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Durant with a screen on Morant. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Hits a 3-on-3 fast break. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
So the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
The Suns have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Outside Durant. Pass to Paul. From behind the arc. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. 7 points in the game.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor.
Here's Morant. Will it go? The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Shooting for Memphis, John Morant. Shooting for
And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
first half with the score. Your Suns, 31. The Grizzlies, 20. And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
First personal
They've got DeAndre Ayton, Damian Lee out there with Chris Paul. Then it's T.J. Warren, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And Memphis shooting only 36% so far in this game.
Well, what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Morant, no good. Phoenix has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Now here's Paul. Back to Warren. Pass to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. That one no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Morant with it. Warren covering. Morant, the pass to Clark. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Ball finds Ayton. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Okogie. Aldama grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Kennard. Baseline jumper. Here's Aldama. He's guarded by Paul. Outside Morant. Here's Conchar. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Phoenix has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Paul against Morant. And that one's good. Paul's got 9.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Here's Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And he knocks down the first one. Baisley, he's checked in for the Suns. Ross comes in for Paul. And Morant drops them both. The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Ross passes to Ayton. From deep, it's stolen. And here's Morant outside. And again, Memphis no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Now here's Booker. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Shamet, he's checked in for the Suns. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Morant. Outside Ross. 6 to shoot. Pass to Baisley. Fires the 3.
2 minutes remaining.
Offensive rebound. It's Shamet on the wing. Ross finds Ayton. Back to Ross. Here's Baisley. Williams defending. The offensive rebound. And Ayton with the stuff.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
3-pointer. The kick out to Williams. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And the layup is good.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Back to Booker. Pass to Baisley. It's Shamet on the wing. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Memphis. Kennard on the wing. The 3-ball. Here's Clark. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Phoenix. Biyombo comes in for Ayton, and it's Durant in for Baisley. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Durant. On the take. And Durant with the big finish.
So question here. How do you stop a near 7-foot guy who can handle the ball like a guard and shoot threes? I'll wait.
Clark, no good. The Suns have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. And Durant with the big finish.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, EA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Conchar. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul. Coming onto the floor.
There's 10 seconds left in the third.
Chris Paul.
Pass to Booker. Jacks up a three. Nails it from three. And the Suns lead by 16.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Memphis, Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's John Conchar. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Williams in at the point guard position. The Grizzlies shooting only 31% in the game. Pass to Williams. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Biyombo. Phoenix has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Outside Durant. Shoots. No good. A bit long that time. And here's Memphis. It's an 18-point game. Here's Williams. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Paul against Williams. And that one's good. Paul.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And he recovers it. Pass to Conchar. Shot clock at 5. Here's Clark. Count it. Good.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Shamet. There's a screen by Biyombo. Booker for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Book it. More points for Devin Booker. This guy is such a great offensive talent.
Here's Kennard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Paul. Here's Shamet. Three-pointer, no good. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Conchar. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conchar's got his first bucket in this one. Phoenix has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Ball finds Durant. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Suns lead by 19.
And we might be in for a special night, KD, getting it going offensively.
Tipped. Biyombo with it. Guarded now by Williams. And that one's good. Paul. Paul's got 4 points this quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And not to mention, they're playing with great activity. A lot of block shots, good hands, active hands, nothing easy for the opposition.
Okogie's checked in for Phoenix. Ross comes in for Paul. Williams misses. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Booker, the pass to Durant. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Booker for three, and the three-pointer goes.
An impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Jackson can't get it to go. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Pass to Biyombo. Durant with a screen on Williams. Booker, good.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control. Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Now Ross. Outside Durant. Pass to Okogie. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Smack clowns with mad style.
boast a lot of depth and can try out some very creative lines. Tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. 2 on the clock. And the basket by Okogie.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Here's Leonard. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And there's the pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Dishes it to Booker. Passes to Ayton. He kicks to Booker. Back to Ayton. That shot misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Now Leonard. To the inside. Zubac. Durant with some nice D.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Bangs on the trifecta.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
George passes to Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
Ayton up top. Pass to Paul. Now Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The consistency of Paul's three-point shot is really something. He is a real troublemaker at the arc.
And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Ayton. Pass to Okogie. Booker outside. Takes a 3. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers trail by 3. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. 2 minutes remaining. Be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Here's George, and George with this stuff.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Booker, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here's KD for 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Clippers ball.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA. The broken leg, shoulder surgeries. Last season, a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And it's Ayton missing. The Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Leonard kicks to Covington. To the wing right side. Ball against Westbrook. Phoenix grabs the miss.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Here's Paul. He dishes it to Ayton. Shoots over Covington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
8-second difference. Ooh, what a slam!
Oh, my.
What a slam!
Gracious. Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Paul's got 6. Leonard looking over the floor. On the corner. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
They set the screen. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Suns ahead, leading by 4.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix. Clippers trail by 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Covington with the bucket.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
Paul passes to Ross. And Biyombo has it in the corner. Paul outside. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Tipped away. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Durant. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
The shot by George, no good. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. KD against Covington. KD dishes to Ross. Takes the 3. Unable to get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Paul. And it's George finishing it off.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Okogie, the pass to Biyombo. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 6 on the shot clock. And KD throws it down.
You create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
And George kicks to Leonard. And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
So for the Suns, Warren's checked in for Durant. Booker comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Damian Lee in for Chris Paul. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Now here's Ross. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Back to Ross. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And perhaps the best defender in the NBA. Leonard's huge hands and quick instincts help him grab a ton of steals.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Suns leading by 4. The pass to Ross. 1:32 left in the second quarter. Warren the pass to Ross. 6 to shoot. Warren sets the pick for Ross. Charity stripe shot. And that one is off. Great D that time from Leonard. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Now here's Ross. No points in the game yet for him. Warren against Covington. Ambo trying to break free. Warren, good. And the Suns lead by 4.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
18 feet out. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Lee outside. And no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. And stolen by Biombo. Covington against Warren. Booker with no one around. No good with the triple. Leonard on the wing, covered by Lee. Biombo with the block. And here is Warren. And that'll do it for the first hit. Thank you, David. We'll be back.
Your Suns, 27. The Clippers, 23.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. The big question surrounding Russell Westbrook's career numbers is his triple-double record unbreakable. Richard, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it may be. I didn't think anybody would get close to Oscar Robertson, Mark, and I played with Jason Kidd. Russ has completely crushed that, and he's still going. The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Zubac, that's good.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. The shot, no good. Good D by Covington. Westbrook passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
The Suns leading. Booker looking around. Durant for 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Paul goes in. Okogie for three. Second chance shot. Durant the pass to Paul. Here's Ayton, and then jammed down as he goes right over Iamsolid.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
And it's George missing.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Left side Durant. To the middle. Here's Okogie. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Damian Lee, he's checked in for Devin Booker.
To the lineup for your son, Damian Lee.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Passes it to Okogie. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Okogie's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
2 minutes now, here's Paul. He's got 6. Here's Lee outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense. Beautiful.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Lee outside, and there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Warren's checked in for Phoenix.
Coming onto the floor for your son,
Clippers trail by 6. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Now here's Ross. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lee outside. Ross with it. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. George passes to Covington. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Westbrook.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Now here's Ross. Covington with the steal. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And a wide open look for Lee. Drills it from outside. Lee's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Suns. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 9 assists now tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
It's all tied in Phoenix. We're going to step aside.
ladies and gentlemen, your son's youth dance team.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Suns shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a half a ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Covington finds Westbrook. Spins. Westbrook double team. Covington wide open. He fires. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And this is what Covington is known for. Effective at stretching the floor with his outside shooting.
Ayton in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Suns lead by 1. And here's Covington from the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Paul dishes to Ayton. His three-pointers off the mark. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Booker outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tipping.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Pass to KD. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Ho hum, guess what? Another bucket for KD, just making the game look easy, somewhat boring.
And the Suns making a change here. Ross is checked in. Westbrook finds George. And George with the stuff.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. On the wing, Booker. Out to KD. Back to Booker. Makes it off the glass. And the Suns lead by 4.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
This one for 3 with the putback. And Ayton stays with it. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix. George against Booker. Westbrook passes to George. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Booker outside. Ayton a screen on Leonard. Ross for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
Out of bounds. Suns ball.
Suns leading by 4. Booker outside. Ross on the wing. Ball outside. To the inside. Durant. Westbrook pulls it in. Clippers trail by 4. And he commits the intentional foul.
Not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Suns making a change here. Lee's checked in. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th.
And this is a critical possession. Not one they can afford to come up empty.
Covington against KD. Ayton at the elbow. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. And the Suns miss again. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. George passes to Zubac. Covington against KD. Leonard dishes to Covington. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Booker the pass to KD. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's George with the drive. It counts. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Lee left side to end the drought. Nails the triple.
Nice play. They're now in control. Just have to play smart, solid defense here. No quick buckets and no easy threes.
It's Covington on the wing. Back to Leonard. Covington down low. Durant's there.
How about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps. He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. 15.
Good on the first, and that put them up by 2.
And Durant is a closer. He's ready to set up when his team needs him.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
Your Suns, 62. The Clippers, 59. We appreciate you all for coming out and showing your support. Please get home safely. We'll see you next time.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
I smack clowns with mad style.
ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, B.A. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Here's Covington. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Pass to Moran. Takes a three. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. George passes to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Here's Jackson on the wing. Brooks. Back to Jackson. Inside. Adams with the ball. The shot no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
A composed player, Covington doesn't get bothered by physical defense. Keeps his concentration on difficult shots.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Zubac's into the lane. Westbrook outside. And stolen by Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Brooks the pass to Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
George finds Westbrook. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
From deep, Bane. Rebound by the Clippers.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
George against Brooks. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. The open shot, Morant gets an open look and hits it.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
And here's Morant outside. It doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Nifty move. Second shot opportunity. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far. And that one's good. Morant's got 6.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis leading. Over to the wing. And it's Morant off the drive. Ooh, nice D from George.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Drives to the hoop. And then Morant with the dunk. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Now here's Leonard. For 3, George. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Bane with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Here's Jackson. Who drains the 19-footer.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Out to Covington. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Covington's got his second basket of the game. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Morant. George against Bane. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Great footwork from Bane, finding his opening.
Jackson against Covington. Oh, deflected. Zubac with the steal. Stolen by Jackson. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. 8 points. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
So far for me, they found a lot of good shots in the mid-range. They've been fearless attacking with the jump shot.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Westbrook in at the one spot. Well, Smitty, great teams have a plan B when the plan A fails.
Well, BA, a part of it is coaching, but it's also about having the talent to win more than one way. Also, it's about ad-libbing and being able to change on the fly.
Here's Leonard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Sinks the tray.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Good read from Paul George. He's very skilled at realizing when he should make these passes.
Morant, pass to Jackson. Right side Bane. Covington against Morant. Clock at 6 to the right side. And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's George. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
The 3 from Bane. The Clippers grab the miss. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Bane. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. And he dunks it down.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. Leonard outside. Shoots from the baseline. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Morant. Paul George pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. With the crossover. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Westbrook can't hit.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And it's Morant off the drive.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Westbrook outside. The three, Covington. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Covington's got his third bucket of the night.
This is what Covington does, a confident three-point shooter.
Bain against Westbrook. 13 feet out. And it's Brooks missing. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard outside. Puts up a three. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
I mean, one of the hardest workers in the league. Adams has done a great job of refining his offensive skill set.
And he can't hit the second. To the paint. And it's Westbrook that time on the assist by George. Westbrook's got 6.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Goes back up. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What you know you love about Jaren Jackson is the length, the instincts. He has a natural feel for the game.
Plumlee's checked in for Zubac.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. There's 31 seconds left in the second period. Leonard finds Covington. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Clark against Covington. Over Clark. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Williams against Westbrook. Back to Kennard. Fires the 3. Connects from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively. Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
It's a tie game at Memphis. And we'll be back for... We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
We've got Luke Kennard, Brandon Clark out there with John Conchar. Then it's Jackson, and it's Williams in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Pass to Conchar. And here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 9.
Love the shot selection Jaren Jackson has, especially from the interior. It's why he's so efficient.
George finds Covington. Now Plumlee. It's George on the wing to the inside. Covington inside. Working on Clark. And that one's good. Covington. He's got 11.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
George over to help. On the wing, Conchar. Back to Clark. Kennard on the wing. Launches it. Covington grabs the board. And for the Clippers, they're shooting the rock at 58%. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Kennard with it, and it's Leonard picking him up to the middle. Clark outside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Making sure of it with the two-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Covington passes to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Here's Conchar. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. George for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jackson. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Not just a floor spacer with the jump shot. Iamsolid also from the mid-range.
Leonard outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Plumlee. Stolen by Jackson. Three-pointer. And Kennard with the 3. And now it's just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Here's Conchar. Kept alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
We saw this in college. Jaren Jackson has great timing on the putbacks.
George. Another shot. Pass to Plumlee. Leonard on the wing. Tries yet again. And a nice bucket inside from Plumlee. Plumlee's got his first points of the game.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Kennard finds Williams. Clark right side. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end. Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Kennard against George. Pass to Plumlee. Slam! Dunk by Plumlee.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Kennard against George. To the wing, right side. Here's Clark. It's rebounded by George. George has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Leonard with the ball. From the corner. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 8 now on the night. Right wing. Here's Kennard. Sends it home from 3-point land. Kennard's got 9.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
First team.
Pass to George from the arc. Here's Leonard. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Morant with the bucket.
John Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish.
George finds Covington. Leonard outside. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
And the second free throw is good. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. George passes to Plumlee. Oh, sweet move. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got assist number 8 here already in the game. Outside Bane. Pass to Adams. Back to Bane. From downtown. Sinks it from distance.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Here's Covington. Back to Leonard. With the drive. That one goes in. Leonard's got 9 points now in the second half.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Here's George, and the jam by George.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Here's Morant.
Oh, I can't believe he just did that. Now that is incredible. Just filthy. There's no other word for that.
Just putting the defense to shame.
I mean, to do that in a dunk contest, no worries. But to do it in a live game, that takes a lot of confidence.
Down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Here's George. Uneasy, too, on the layup. George has got 23 points.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Jackson outside. Brooks outside. George against... Oh, my goodness!
That's out. Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Leonard on the wing. Pass to George. Back to Leonard. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. And the Grizzlies shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. Morant. Brooks outside. Now Jackson. Now here's Morant. Pounded by Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Morant with the slam!
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Westbrook finds George. Oh, nails the triple!
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Here's Morant. Oh, a big finish right there! Wow!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Back to George. It falls!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Here's Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Shoots it from the corner. Cash. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic.
I saw it. Wow.
And he saw it.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. Fifth. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
I smack clowns with mad style.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the got a mark. Matchup here tonight, don't we, Brent, with two of the top teams in the league set to go at it.
Yeah, this is one where you might put your phone on vibrate, turn the lights down a little bit, go ahead and have dinner early, because this one is going to be a great matchup and you don't want to miss a play.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Brooks from 13. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And here is KD. A 3-ball. The rebound by Steven Adams. Now Jackson. Pass to Adams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Outside Jackson. Over Durant. And too long on the shot.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Takes it inside and finished off by Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Booker, with no one around, connects from three-point range. Booker's got 5 now.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Ayton in the corner. Durant wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And just from deep range, KD can bury you.
Morant against Paul. Now here's Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Paul passes to Booker. Ayton a screen on Bain. Booker. And he can't bank that one in. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They trail by 6. Morant outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bain. Here's Adams. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Ayton. Paul from deep three-point land. That one doesn't go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Bain looking around. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Here's Adams, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
So he comes up empty at the line. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And here is Brooks following the 3 from Chris Paul. Passes it to Ayton. He kicks to Durant. Over Jackson. Offensive rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Ayton for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Here's Okogie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And finished off by Petey.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Morant. Brooks with no one around. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Payne against Booker. Down low, Ayton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Morant. Going inside. He draws iron on the dunk. And Paul puts up a deep three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Durant kicks to Ayton. Beyond the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Phoenix leading by 10. For 3, Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from deep, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops.
Paul grabs the board. Phoenix has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And the pass to Booker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. From the line. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Durant's got 12 in the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Ayton, a screen on Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And Adams gets it to go down on the assist from Jackson. Adams has got his first basket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Phoenix.
It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Durant kicks to Ayton. Back to KD. Kicks it out to Booker. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He has 7.
Such a capable scorer from the mid-range. He just knows how to make that work for him.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next step, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Here's Paul. The three-pointer, no good. 1:52 left in the first half of basketball. Out to Brooks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And Bray, you were a pretty versatile player. Which of your skills was the most difficult to master?
Well, I think going inside and finishing, going in over big physical guys who could either block your shot or, send you to the deck pretty quick. So going in and having confidence to finish around the basket is certainly a skill.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Lee outside. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Morant. 6 points for him. 4 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Clark, he's checked in for Adams. Conjar comes in for Brooks. And it's Luke Kennard in for Bain. Lee outside. Inside, Biombo. Kicks to Ross. Back to Biombo. And the rejection by Jackson. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. It's a 16-point game. And Morant gets it to go.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Warren kicks to Biombo. Lee outside. Up top, Warren, guarded by Jackson. Biombo in the post, goes back up, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And a wide open look for Bain. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Lee outside. And so it's Phoenix, 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got such great ball.
Get ready for the double lucky.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Williams is out there with Kennard, and then there's Steven Adams. And it's Tillman in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Lee against Williams. Lee dishes to Warren. Fires from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And they'll get another chance. Kennard's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Pass to Biombo. Lock at 6. Outside Warren. Shoots the 3. That one misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Williams into the lane. That one drops for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Biyombo finds Ross. Fires the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Ross has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to Baisley. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Steven Adams picks one up. Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Baisley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, and showing some steady improvement here.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Brandon Clark in for Tillman. Here's the screen. Booker the pass to Baisley. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Baisley's got his first points of the night.
Well, difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
Such a wide open look.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Baisley. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Great to see the purposeful play from Baisley on the jam.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Williams, a screen on Booker. Kennard, the pass to Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Here's Baisley. Kennard covering. Baisley passes to Booker. It's Clark with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Kennard for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Cans the tough leaner from the outside. Booker's got 9.
Soft leaner with no one there to contest. Probably made it a little more difficult than he had to.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Kennard against Paul. Pass to Baisley. Feeds it to Ayton. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Clark. Kennard for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Kennard's got 9 points for the quarter.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
And there's the pass to Baisley. Paul looking around. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Kennard with the ball. He's got 9. Clark kicks to Kennard. Clark, a screen on Booker. Back to Clark. For 3.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but Every now and then, this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Durant is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Ayton. And it's Lee in at the point guard position.
If there's a part of KD's game that goes under the radar, it's probably that right there, playmaking.
Here's Kennard. Pass to Concho. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. Some changes for Memphis. Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for John Concho. And it's John Morant in for Williams. And Phoenix also making a switch. Biyombo is checked in for DeAndre Ayton.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Pass to Ross. Back to Biyombo. Here's Lee outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Morant. Outside, KD. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. 3-pointer, Brooks. It's hauled in by the Suns. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker against Jackson. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Well, the 3-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days. You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I call an elite showman.
Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Okogie comes in for Ross. And it's Paul in for Damian Lee. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton rolls to the hoop for 2 at 7-1. Very fluid.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Ayton. Shakes him. Here's Booker. Out to KD. Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining at the game. 2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. To the middle. It's deflected. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Jackson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
Jackson hits both of them. 1:49 left in the 4th. KD looking around. A 3-pointer off the mark. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They trail by 7. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Out to Brooks. A 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Durant sets a screen for Paul. And the Suns get it back. There's the screen. KD with it. He's picked up by Brooks. KD's shot is good.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Morant passes to Kennard. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
KD's shot is off. Memphis has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Jackson kicks to Adams. Off target from outside. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Outside, KD. Back to Ayton. Lets it fly from 18. It's stolen by Adams.
Stephen Adams. Second personal foul.
Here is Paul. Ayton a screen on Morant. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Suns lead by 12.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the whole. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
I smack clowns with mad style.
exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Booker. And finally, that one's good.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
Here's George. Durant pulls it in. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Launches a 3. Pass to Booker. Goes back up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Westbrook. George for 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
Pass to Ayton. Now here's Booker. And that one's on target from the wing. Booker's got 6. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Here's Paul. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Here's Covington. Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Paul against Westbrook. Durant with a screen on Westbrook. Paul for 3. And stolen by Covington. It's a one-on-one situation. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
Now here's Paul. To the right side. Durant for 3. No good there. And Los Angeles the other way now.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Leonard. Kicks it to George. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Booker. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Ayton passes to Booker. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
Westbrook finds George. Into the lane. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Ayton. Lets the 3 fly. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. So it's the Clippers now. 4-point game. Back to Leonard. George left side. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Suns have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Ball passes to Ayton from about 16. That one is off. And George with some nice D. And there's the drive. And the jam by George.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. And here's Durant. The 3. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 5 points.
Well, he's got size and he has touch. It makes interior scoring easy for Kawhi Leonard.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up 8. After this break, we'll be...
Fans, your Clippers, Houston team. And check out
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Back to Okogie. This one for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Well, Phoenix is shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. And George with the jam.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
George against Booker. The 3 is up. And the Suns miss again. We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Count that bucket.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
It's George on the drive. Westbrook against Paul. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Up top, Durant. Covered by Covington. Back to Durant. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Booker with it. Guarded now by George. Ayton, a screen on George. Pass to Ayton. Plenty of space. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
It's good. And the Clippers lead by 13.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Screen by Durant to the inside. Booker against George. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And George launches it from deep. Leonard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Some changes for Phoenix. Biyombo, he's checked in for Ayton. Paisley comes in for Durant. And it's Lee in for Chris Paul.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Plumlee. Slam! Done by Plumlee.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, And they're really getting aggressive now. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long.
Oh, okay then.
Well, showing off that athleticism is Bismack Biyombo. That's an easy one.
Leonard passes to Covington. Now here's George. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 6. And a nice finish on the layup. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Pass to Biyombo. Back to Booker. Up top, Biyombo. Here's Okogie. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. George finds Covington. Here's Westbrook. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, BA. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Warren's checked in for the Suns. Ross comes in for Booker. There's a screen by Biyombo. Here's Lee. And it's stolen by Plumlee. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. George for 3. They get it again. The Suns have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Pass to Warren. Picked up by Baisley. Here's Lee. Oh, Covington with a block.
This guy is such a lengthy wing.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back.
Your Clippers, 34. The Suns, 21.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
It's tipped. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And he's going for the lob. And the dunk by Leonard.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Pass to Baisley. Oh, George with a steal. To the middle. And the jam by George.
Now that's about timing and precision and knowing Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
Lee into the lane. Here's Baisley. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is...
Look out below! That level of physicality and hops by Baisley, that's a big-time statement.
Westbrook outside. Back to Leonard. Going inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Biyombo.
I love scorers who want to seek contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts.
And Leonard drops them both. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And Phoenix shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Picked up by Baisley. Biyombo inside. Working on Covington. Biyombo, good. Biyombo's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Westbrook finds Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Tries the spin move. Leonard passes to Plumlee. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. There's a screen by Biyombo. Outside Warren. Pass to Biyombo. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Back to Ross. Oh, George with a steal. And pushing it up is Los Angeles. The Clippers again in transition. Oh, there's the alley. And he recovers it. Out to Covington. Fires the three. And George with the basket on the assist from Covington. Covington's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to Warren. Here's Baisley, covered by Covington. The ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. .157 left in the third quarter.
Well, you can see, guys, how much confidence DeAndre Ayton plays the game with. This is especially so on the offensive end.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Just 2 to shoot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 5 assists tonight. And here's Paul. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 19-6 run. Leonard can't get it to go.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Back to Ayton. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Booker no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. George passes to Plumlee. George outside. Leonard outside. Lets it go from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Stays ready, lets it fly. You've got to be decisive in the catch-and-shoot game. Josh Okogie, yes, sir.
Outside Durant. Ayton, a screen on Covington. Paul for 3. Doesn't go that time. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Kevin Durant. Terrence Ross is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Josh Okogie. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
That's about positioning and length, and Kevin Durant gets up and is ready for the throwdown.
Here's Leonard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Ayton with a screen. Paul passes to Ayton. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end.
Paul passes to Ross. They set the screen. Pass to Okogie from the arc. Buries it from 3.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Outside Ross. from deep. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Ayton.
Well, Kevin Durant is efficient from any spot on the floor. You give him an easy corner three and turn the lights out.
George for three. And stolen by Paul. And here's the fast break. It's Durant with a drive. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
Here's George. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for LA, Paul George.
George hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Ross for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Ross has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
How about the flashy display from Paul George? Complete mastery when it comes to the handle.
Screen by Durant. Back to Paul. Pass to Ross. Outside Paul. Ayton, a screen on Westbrook. Paul passes to Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. That shot is off. Miss number 6 of the day out of 12 attempts. And here's Leonard. Covington finds Leonard. Leonard, double team. Pass to George. Westbrook outside. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Ross.
2 minutes.
Ooh, nice D from George. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Westbrook into the lane. For 3, Covington. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Okogie. And again, it's the Suns missing. Los Angeles has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. George, a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Clippers.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
George, the shot that time not on target. The Suns go the other way with it. Pass to Booker. The 3. Westbrook with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Ayton. Now Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
And it's Kevin Durant with the 3.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Phoenix with the ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Okogie. Let's go with a 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Shooting with range is almost something you must possess in the modern NBA. Josh Okogie with the deep delivery.
The drive by Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
So the Clippers win it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thank you. Well, you guys really turned it on down the stretch. What was the difference late in the game? You start to play defense and execute on them.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps.
I smack clowns with mad style.
focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And George kicks to Leonard. Outside for George. There's the three. Rebounded by Jackson. Leonard against Morant. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard attacking. Morant with some nice D.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Kick out to Adams. Morant outside. 5 to shoot. They get it back. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Payne for 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. George against Morant. Morant with another miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis...
Oh, my goodness! Man! And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Westbrook, here we go. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Westbrook. Leonard's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
And George drops them both. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Bain with the bucket.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Adams. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And a wide-open look for Bain. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Leonard. Outside for George. The pass to Zubac. Right side, George. Some solid defense there from Jackson. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Ends it from downtown. Morant's got 11.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
The three from George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He's got 9.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Morant with a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Payne finds Brooks. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 8. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let them play everywhere, to tell you the truth. Because I like it when games become a little bit more physical. Because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then, up top, you got to be smart. Because the smart will take from the strong.
Here's Leonard. A second chance effort. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Here's George, and hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
And this is George at his best, taking it at the defense, playing downhill.
Crafty move. It's Morant with the drive. And they get it back. And good that time. Clippers leading by 10. George, that's a 2-pointer. Misses the wing chair. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
George. And the rejection by Jackson. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Here's Westbrook. Here he goes. And the shot goes in. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant looking around. Pass to Jackson. Wants to get it to Payne, and does. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Covington wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Covington's got 9.
Does so much for his team's spacing. Opponents have to respect Covington's deep ball.
Leonard kicks to George. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Payne. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's Payne.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now now one of the 75 greatest.
The three from Morant. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Man, I love that turnaround jumper. What a tough shot to defend.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
Fires it up. Grant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on George.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Leonard dishes to Covington. Back to Leonard. Kicks to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Here's Covington. George passes to Westbrook. From deep 3-point range. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Westbrook. George has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. Here's Brooks. The putback. Outside for Jackson. And another shot. And again, Memphis no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd team foul.
Passes it to Zubac. The kick out to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
And I think the contact helps Westbrook. I mean, so competitive. This guy invites that bump.
Here's Morant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. He's got 22. 3-pointer, Brooks. He is hauled in by Paul George. And a deep 3 from Westbrook. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step.
40, the Grizzlies. 28.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. We've got Williams. Brandon Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Conchar into the small forward. It's George on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Down by 12. To the paint. Shots good by Kennard.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. So we'll see Russell Westbrook go to the line here. It goes on Brandon Clark. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Williams with the steal. Kennard against George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Albert Covington picks one up. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Nailed from 3-point land.
A true go-to option on offense. Leonard knows this team depends on him to take and make those big shots.
Here's Jackson, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
It's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Clippers leading by 10. Here's Westbrook. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Williams passes to Clark. Back to Williams. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George against Kennard. Back to Covington. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Kennard for 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jackson. Another shot. No good on that one. George with the defensive effort. Los Angeles leading by 10. And Westbrook, here we go. Outside, George. Zubac kicks to Westbrook. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
And the slam by Williams.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. George finds Covington. Outside for George. The tray doesn't go that time.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Kennard, the pass to Williams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Conchar. That one wide left.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Outside Covington.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D overcommits like that.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one.
Covington at the line for 2.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Shots good by Kennard.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Los Angeles leading by 10. George dishes to Leonard. Here's Westbrook. It's tipped, and it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. And he's just had one attempt at the line early.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
There's the pass to Conchar. Back to Kennard. He feeds it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Now here's Westbrook. Intercepted. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. He gets it in there. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 11.
For a player who plays with emotion like Covington, those kind of plays can really get your motor running.
Morant with it. Leonard picks him up. Morant kicks to Brooks. Dishes to Adams. Shot from the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball stolen. Poked loose. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. The finish. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Westbrook passes to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. It's Covington on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Here's Leonard. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Morant with the drop. It's not going to go for him.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Here's Leonard. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. Outside, George. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 13.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Count it, good. And that's now 20 points for Paul George.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Kennard kicks to Morant. Memphis moving it around. And he banks in the layup.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Takes it out to Covington. Here's Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
At the line for your Clippers, Russell.
And he's good on the second.
The former MVP, the hunger and energy Westbrook plays with each and every night is downright infectious.
Jackson with the screen. And Covington sends it back. And he gets it back. Second shot opportunity. Kennard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And they get it back. Covington kicks to Westbrook. Second chance shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The absolute fearlessness. It's why we love Westbrook. Just getting after it and drawing the contact.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Morant dishes to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Paul George.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
It's Morant with the drive. Over George. And Adams kicks to Kennard. Over Westbrook. Kennard's shot is off. Stolen by Brooks. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Even. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.